What's up, guys? We're back with a update on the streaker video, and as expected, I have brought the Sharpie Pro and the Pro Meanstreak and the Markall paint stick as well. So we're gonna add those into that. For those who haven't seen the previous video, we just did a whole roundup of all the markers available here that are streakers. That would be the ArtPrimo Solid, the Hobo marker, the marking chalk, and the Sakura Solid marker. Sorry, I can't really hold these. But anyway, so a lot of you were wondering what these guys worked. So we're gonna add these to the queue and see how they stack up to the competition. Anyways, so let's go on to the next part of the video. We're gonna be outside. I'm gonna do a couple quick tags with these guys just so you can see them side by side, and then maybe we'll take a trip to the train yard or lumber yard or somewhere where we can try some unusual surfaces and get out of the warehouse, because we need to see these in the real world. All right, I'll catch you guys in a second. All right, dope. We're outside right now, and I got the Meanstreak and the Markall right here. I thought I'd do a little close-up so you guys can get familiar with them. And you know, they're pretty known products. Nevertheless, there's somebody new doing something new all the time, so here they are. The Meanstreak's made by Sharpie, which bought out Sanford, which bought out the original Meanstreak company. And so it's gone through a couple versions of the marker. I remember about 5 years ago they were really sticky and nasty, but from what I've heard, the new ones are pretty good. So anyways, the Meanstreak's gone through a couple different versions. The Markall hasn't. I don't think it's changed in probably 50 years. So this is the original formula, the original paint stick, and the modern version of one, essentially. So we're gonna go ahead and hit these up on the dumpster with the others and let them cure for a couple weeks. And we're gonna do a buff test then, and that way you guys can see. All right, sick, let's do a couple quick tags. I think we're gonna do them over here because we ran out of room. This surface isn't as smooth as the other side, so they might look a little janky, so I apologize in advance. And oh, by the way, I tried to peel off that Slimer. It was a real bear to get off. I'm gonna have to get a scraper to do it, I think. So as much as I panned this marker in the video, I have to give him respect for the formula in it. It's actually pretty durable. All right, so let's catch a couple tags. I think we were writing Buster before. This is the Markall. And as you see, the surface is a little uneven, so my apologies. That's okay. And the streaker. And another plane coming by. We'll just leave that in the video. All right, dope. So let's let that chill for a couple weeks, or for at least a week, and then we'll check back with it and see how it cured. Let's fix this guy a little bit. Yeah, not much you can do about that. Anyways, there's a bump right there. So let's let this chill. I'm gonna hit up on that piece of wood we hit up too, and then we're gonna go hit the yard and try these out in the real world. Oh, and someone wanted to see a close-up of the train that we painted yesterday because my perspective was a little different. Remember we talked about perspective? So here it is, up and close. And as you can see, it's pretty clean, but we got a little bit more work to do. So let's put this on the back burner, but we will rock another burner. All right, dope. So we're at the Dookie Yard, famous Seattle place. Thought we'd find some unusual surfaces to ride on, and then I ran into this little guy. Speaking of streaker videos, so let's go along here. 10 felonies on me. Wow, you're really cool. All right, as we walk the line, you can see there's a lot of great graph here. RIP Rugby. I don't know who that is, but they got dissed. Looks like an addict throwy, but I know it's not addict. Arab, of course. These guys, I don't know who they are. Comic. Basque. That's pretty chill. I like that. Looks like we struck out. There isn't any cars here today, but we are going to try out this piece of rusty metal. Just kind of see how these guys ride on here. To see pretty rusty surface. All right, first we're gonna rock the Hobo. I'm just gonna write test. World famous test. Next will be the marking chalk. We'll do a test on that as well. And then the third would be the Markall. Test on that as well. And then we'll do the Sakura. Next, the AP marker. And next, the Meanstreak. You guys getting this in that video? Cool. So there you are, guys. All the way across. Not a bad line. All right, so there wasn't any trains over at that spot, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to make do with what we got. Sorry, guys. Did my best. But anyways, we're at our Rufio spot. Remember I did those Rufio tags, so we're gonna do a couple more so you can check them out. This is the Markall. Son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Always some son of a bitch. Always some son of a bitch. All right, dope. So back to where we were. We just got rolled on. Can't do fucking anything in this town. All right, so we're back at a Rufio spot. It's a little bit windy. We couldn't find any trains out there, so we're gonna have to make do with what we got. But I have this nice rusty spot so we can get some good coverage on there. And this is the Markall. This is the AP Hobo marker. This is the Sakura solid marker. And this is the AP solid marker. All right, up next is the Markall, or the Sharpie Meanstreak. That one got burned up. All right, and then up next is the marking chalk, but it doesn't seem to be in my bag. Where is the marking chalk? Did I lose the marking chalk? Oh, that fucker. All right, so I seem to have dropped that marking chalk when that dude rolled on me. So, you know, wouldn't be a Green Ranger video if we didn't have a few mistakes, right? So again, I need myself an intern. All right, check it out, guys. So this is the Markall. This is the AP Hobo marker. And let me see if I can move this cam up here. Up here, we got the Sakura solid marker. And then over here, we have the ArtPrimo solid paint stick. And then down here, we have the Sharpie Meanstreak. You know, this is a pretty rough surface. It's asking a lot of any streaker. But honestly, they all do pretty good. So, it's just personal preference, but we definitely want you to buy ours. I mean, put a lot of love into them, baby. Lots of love. But anyways, I gotta go get myself another marking chalks because it looks like the video will be incomplete without it. So, look for that in part 3. All right, let's go in here and see how it handles on concrete. The rusty metal is pretty interesting, but got plenty of good concrete in here to use, so let's find a spot to post up and see how they do. All right, sick. So we are posted up. Got some fairly smooth concrete. Got a little rough patch here and there, some paint. Looks like some paint on here, but this will be a good surface to test. Where are we at here? I'm looking at the screen while doing this. All right, so now we got the Markall. We're just gonna do some test tags. And then up next, we got the ArtPrimo Hobo. Oh shit, I found the marking chalk. Ah, Jesus Christ. All right, so we got the ArtPrimo Hobo. Cool. Now the marking chalk. Nice. Now the AP solid. Very good. And now for the Sakura. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The Markall, I can't keep track of this, Sharpie Meanstreak. Now up next is the Sharpie Meanstreak. And then the Sakura solid marker. Alright, let's let that chill for a bit. And then just for fun, hit up my dude Rufio. Wow, I'm literally tagging upside down right now. Yeah, baby. Alright, so starting from the top, that is the Markall. Next it's the Hobo. Next it's the marking chalk. Next it's the AP solid. Next it's the Meanstreak. And then next it's the Sakura solid marker. Alright, sick. So I think on my way out of here, I think we need to catch a quick little Rufio on this arch. What do you guys think? I think we got to do that. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video showing the capabilities of these markers on a wide variety of rough surfaces. As you can see, they work great on rusty and rough concrete. The next test, we were going to be testing them on greasy and wet surfaces. That way you can see which one can handle it. I have a couple thoughts on these. The Markall and the ArtPrimo Hobo marker. These are both amazing. They work on anything. The Hobo is going to be a bit more cream colored, and the Markall is a little bit more of that frosty white. Coverage-wise, they seem to be on par with each other, but I would say the color is a little bit different. But capability-wise, they're pretty darn close. The Meanstreak did really well. I was actually pretty surprised how much better it is than the old formula. It's a little bit softer than even the AP one is, which was a little surprising, but did pretty good. I don't know how well it's going to do in the wet surfaces. I know the old formulas weren't quite as good, but we'll see how this one pans out. You know, in the Sakura, I mean, it's a classic. We know how the Sakuras work. Been pretty happy with it. It's kind of interesting looking at the Sakura next to the AP. It's a lot more crayon-like. You know, it's a different type of look to it. So, you know, I wouldn't say it's necessarily better or worse. It's just different. But a lot of fans for the Sakura, so definitely check it out. I think part of the wet test, we'll probably try it on some glass too, because I think that's another way to see how these markers rock. The guitar chalk did pretty well. Although it's so tiny, I kept dropping it. I kind of lost it for halfway through the video, but thankfully we found it again. It's an interesting marker. I haven't even checked what the price is. It's probably a little bit more expensive than the Hobo marker because it's imported. But you know, again, it's another option, and it's new. And last but not least, the Markall marker. We've been pretty happy with how it works. Maybe we'll get them back in. The Hobo's been doing pretty well for us though, so it might be kind of redundant for us to do it. But if this is all you can find, why not? Great product. Yeah, so that's about it. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this video down for now, but coming up the next version, we're gonna have greasy, wet, maybe even underwater. We'll see which ones work underwater, because, you know, who knows? I might have some underwater welders calling us, right? So, thanks a lot, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And we'll be getting back to you soon, probably tomorrow with something else as well, because we got a lot of stuff to cover. Anyways, again, give us a call, 206-365-4083. Again, it's 206-365-4083. That's artprimo.com, your choice for all things marking, painting, whatever you want to do. Thanks a lot, guys.